Israel was the parasite of the United States. It was siphoning money. It was siphoning intelligence. It was siphoning nuclear secrets. It was siphoning technology. It siphoned and sucked all of the politicians through blackmail, through greed, through coercion. And so the parasite that was Israel, that was siphoning the lifeblood of the United States.
So I think people in general are kind of very similar. I think Arabs, Muslim Arabs in the West Bank, I think Iranians in Tehran, I think Jews in Tel Aviv, I think Christians in Dallas, they're all people. And there are good ones and good ones do bad things, and bad ones do good things, and like it's all very complicated because people are complicated. So I don't like generalizing about anybody, but I will say I think your government is completely out of control. It has blood on its hands, but I will say I think your government is completely out of control. It has blood on its hands.
A lot of trash because the trash man's coming.
Wait, why are you using that?
Because you think I'm gonna hold this? This is the dirtiest thing in the whole trash.
And it's destroying your country and hurting mine. I think that's obviously true.
I want you to think carefully before you answer that question, because this interview is airing in Israel. Many Israelis watching this will not hear you as a critic of Netanyahu's policy. They will hear you as someone helping to normalize the idea that Israel is a corrupting force inside American democracy, and by extension a country that America should walk away from. What responsibility do you take for the political consequences of that message in a moment that anti-Semitism is rising, with Israel is fighting for its survival?
So what you're saying to me is, as an American, I'm not allowed to criticize Israel because, quote, anti-Semitism is rising. You are saying that, of course. And what I'm saying is Israel is a corrupting force on American politics. And what I'm saying is Israel is a corrupting force on American politics. There are many corrupting forces on American politics. Israel's not alone in that. The pharmaceutical industry, the oil industry. I mean, there are many corrupting forces on any political body, of course, but Israel is definitely one of them, and it's a foreign country, and it should have no influence over the workings of my government. But Israel is definitely one of them, and it's a foreign country, and it should have no influence over the workings of my government.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
I know Israelis who are mad that the U.S. government influences politics within Israel. I understand that criticism. I feel for them. I know the feeling. I don't like it. No one should. I'm a nationalist. I care about my country. I don't want to hurt Israel, but Israel's problems are not my problem. They're different problems. Israel has different goals in this war. I wish Israel the best of luck. I don't think the United States owes Israel anything. I don't think the United States owes Israel anything. I don't think the United States should give Israel anything. I think we should stop all aid to Israel, all special deals for Israel. Tomorrow, I think the same about England. We don't owe England anything. We don't owe Nigeria anything. I believe in the nation state. And you have not answered my core question, which is why should the United States continue to send American tax dollars in the middle of a recession to Israel, which has, again, by some measures, a higher standard of living than we do? What is the answer to that question?
I'll answer you with the words of the President Trump and Marco Rubio that you quoted before. This is an American interest. Israel is an outpost of democracy in the Middle East, and maybe the United States is using Israel as its base to do other things in the Middle East regarding energy and gas and oil.
Dengarkan apa yang dikatakan oleh diplomat Israel berikut ini. AS menggunakan Israel untuk mengacau di negara-negara Arab untuk kepentingan minyaknya sendiri. Itu sebabnya AS selalu melindungi Israel. Dia berkepentingan Israel harus kokoh dan kuat di Timur Tengah. Untuk apa? Untuk menakut-nakuti bangsa Arab, sehingga dia menjual senjata dan memperoleh minyak dari negara-negara Arab. Dia juga menakut-nakuti negara-negara Arab tentang ancaman dari Iran supaya dia diberikan pangkalan militer di negara-negara Arab. Dengan itu dia bisa memantau Iran dan menyelamatkan Israel dari gempuran Iran.
Maybe the United States is using Israel as its base to do other things in the Middle East regarding energy and gas and oil. So maybe it's a mutual interest, maybe the United States is taking advantage in Israel, and you're saying that you are so weak and your leadership are so weak that we are dragging you to something that you really don't need, but this is the opposite of what your government is saying. This is
yes, you're absolutely right. That is a well. You've quoted them correctly. That is their answer. And I've pushed many politicians in the United States in this. What are we getting out of this? Well, intelligence. Well, here's the intelligence that we got in late February. The American intelligence community, the 18 American intelligence agencies, which consume tens of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions a year, all told, came to the president and said, there is no imminent threatening Iranian nuclear program. It does not exist. They are not on the cusp of building a bomb. They have no means of sending that weapon, which doesn't exist, to our shores. They don't have ICBMs. That was the conclusion of our intelligence agencies. The Israeli intel agency came to the White House and said just the opposite. That program is real, it's an imminent danger to the United States, and if you kill the Ayatollah, the regime will collapse. And Donald Trump went with Israeli intelligence over American intelligence, and it turned out Israeli intelligence was totally wrong. Now, on purpose, I don't know. I can't prove that, but it was wrong. Our intelligence was right. Well, I don't know the answer.
That's true.
I'm telling you what I do know. I'm not just asking questions, I'm stating facts.
Yes.
And the fact is that the Israelis gave Donald Trump false information. Fact is that the Israelis gave Donald Trump false information, and he went with their information. And now we're in this war, which has hurt American interests in ways we can't even understand right now. And I think it's hurt Israel too.
Poin penting yang kita dapatkan dari perbincangan ini antara Tucker Carlson dengan politisi Israel di TV Israel sendiri. Amerika memelihara Israel untuk kepentingan minyak Amerika sendiri, untuk penjualan senjata kepada negara-negara Arab. Israel parasit bagi ekonomi Amerika Serikat. Jadi Israel membebani ekonomi Amerika. Israel menipu Trump dengan memberikan informasi yang salah tentang Iran, sehingga Trump memerintahkan untuk menyerang Iran. Pada akhirnya Amerika Serikat kalang kabut. Terima kasih sahabat-sahabat telah berkunjung. Sampai ketemu di topik berikutnya. Horas. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.